Oh, hello peeps, and how are we doing today? With the long-awaited 𝗖𝗓𝗡𝗏 finally out, you're probably wondering, Goose, what gear, accessories, and characters should I be wearing or bringing along with me? Well, look no further peeps, I got the video for you. In this video here, I've just talked about everything I can. Dinos don't stand a chance at all anymore. So if you're interested in something like that, stick around and watch this video. Thanks peeps! Bye. Now, first off, I highly recommend that you have a main character equipped with the 𝗬𝗓𝗘 or have a spare mercenary ally equipped with it, as you only need its charge slash. Now this charge slash, Dragon Claw slash, deals damage to enemies in front, reducing their light resistance and defense. This is so good because Snow-chan deals light damage and physical, so this pairs really well. If you really want, you can actually remove Snow-chan's popsicle and equip this instead, and she's more focused around supporting the team than DPS, so it's where you can swap out maybe like a Odin or something, because he will deal more damage. Next up on the team, I recommend that you have 𝗫𝗓𝗘 on the team. Why do I recommend you have 𝗫𝗓𝗘 on the team? Well, Battle Charge 1 restores HP to nearby allies and SP, as well as her Battle Charge 2, which is the really good one. Enhances self and nearby characters. Skills effect charge according to the number of butterflies. What she does on this one gives you a pretty big attack damage buff, and she has some pretty cool passives there as well. I also recommend for her weapon that you have 𝗬𝗓𝗘𝗧's weapon, because her charge slash reduces charge time and increases skill damage, which is pretty good. Now, the final member, what I recommend is either up to you. If you have a better DPS character right now, such as Odin or maybe Zero, I would put them in. If you don't have them and your main character is really the strongest DPS you have right now, I would recommend Ellie, because his character charge can increase your crit chance and reduces the enemy's critical resistance, which can be pretty nice, as well as he's also light, which can pair really well, because since if you have Imp Snow-chan in your party, you're also getting that 10% light and water passive there as well, so it really stacks, and that goes for my main character here as well. Next up in the party for your final slot, if you want a support character, I recommend having Colin. He's a pretty good character, as just having him in the party can increase your light attack for all team members, as well as giving you SP, which is pretty good because Imp Idol Snow will use quite a bit of SP, and so will 𝗫𝗓𝗘𝗘 for them buffs. He has pretty good passives here, as his Battle Charge 2 will boost attack of nearby characters there as well, and I believe if he does a counter attack, it increases fury growth for all party members, which is pretty good. And my final character is Glenn. Because he's a light character, he can pair very nice with your layout right now, as he can increase your attack rate for himself and all that stuff. So if you really want him as your DPS class, be a pretty good choice, because you're stacking them passives for light there right now, as well as my main character decreasing light resistance and physical attack. Now, what gear and accessories do I recommend that you have on Imp Idol Snow? As you can see here, this is her Evolution Max 20, and her sword is Evolution 20 here. As you can see, it's a really nice blue effect, and her popsicle even matches, which is quite nice. So that for video, let's check out what armor sets I will recommend for equipping on Snow-chan. So if we have two options, one is a light set, and that gives you charge damage, and the next one is a damaged set, which is all damage, but it gives you fury. So first up, we'll start off with the light set, the Imperial set. This set increases light damage while increasing your max HP. This set, as I said before, gives you charge skill damage, which is not too bad. Thing is, with charge skill damage, Snow-chan only really does charge skill damage is she's really equipped with her popsicle, because it does such a big AoE effect, and every time you use it, you get 5% of your fury back, which is not too bad, but can be quite nice because you will be using your charge skill quite often to get that Fury proc, or swap that weapon out entirely and get the Claymore. Really on what you want. Valuable set. This one, it slightly increases damage dealt, which is quite nice, and slightly increases max SP. Now this set gives you Fury damage plus 9%, which is not too bad, as 𝗏𝗏 does quite a bit of damage by doing her Fury. So it's really on what you want to do. Yes, it's damage dealt, so if you think about it, it actually also increases your charge skill as well. So it's really up to you, but either or, both sets are fantastic. Next worthy armor sets is the Golden Moon set, as this one increases your light damage as well. Now that's out of the way. Now let's check out what accessories I recommend for 𝗏𝗏. First up, we have the desert goggles, because that increases your charge. Next up, very important one, we have the alien charm accessory, as this one increases your damage dealt, which is so damn good. Next, we have the Blue Sky Club membership. Now this one is from the getting all legendary accessories, but it increases your elemental attack by 7%, so that's the other 7% light. Next accessory I recommend is the Divine Amulet. This one increases your light damage by 8% max. Next accessory I recommend is the Solar Nail. This one increases your light attack by 8%. Other accessory I recommend is the Void Walker Amulet, as this one increases damage dealt by 10%, which is really good for snow. Noteworthy accessory is Meteor Pendant, increases charge damage by 10%. Have the Stray Catfish Belt, which can increase your dodge counter damage by 20%. Noteworthy accessories to bring along are as such. For 𝗏𝗏's event, you can have the Stormcaller's emblem, as this one deals damage to the boss. Okay, so this is really important to have when grinding out that event. Firefly Brooch increases critical damage by 10%. You can also have the Heaven's Merchant Bracelet. It increases critical rate by 5.5. If you really want to stack your light attack damage, you have the Golden Dragon Pendant, which is from Odin's event. Now this one increases your light damage by 4%. Alright, now that's my recommendations on 𝗏𝗏's accessories. Now let's move it on and show how my party works, what buffs I'm proccing and what debuffs I'm doing. Alright, so starting off, I would swap over to 𝗏𝗏𝗘. I want to do a charge slash with 𝗏𝗏𝗘's weapon, then do a charge 1 to get HP and regen. Then I want to do her charge 2. This is where I get that Fury damage attack boost as well. Then from there, I want to swap over to Pico, do charge 2 to reduce the enemy's critical resistance and gaining crit boost. Then I want to go over to my main character, do a charge slash. This is where I'm getting reduction and light defense on that enemy. From there, I want to just do my character charge 2 to get every ally on my team plus 20% damage dealt. As you can see, I'm doing quite a bit of there. And then if I want, I can do my charge slash, and I did 50,000 damage just by doing my charge slash. Well, everything procced. So that's quite a bit of damage of everything procced. So this is what it looks like when I have no buffs procced. As you can see, I'm doing about 1,000. So damage, I'm not really doing much. Alrighty folks, so I'm all buffed up. Now there's one thing I'd like to start off with. 𝗏𝗏𝗘, the way she works, you have to have the 3 butterflies behind her to really activate the best buffs. Okay? So first up, as always, I like to start off 𝗏𝗏𝗘's charge slash from her weapon. Then I go 𝗏𝗏𝗘's charge 2. I swap over to Pico to reduce the enemy's critical resistance and my crit rate. Then I swap over to my main character, do my charge slash. This decreases their defense and decreases their light resistance. Then I go to 𝗏𝗏𝗘, activate my C, then I'm getting a 20% buff, okay? So this is what I do. As you can see, I did nearly about half his HP there, which is pretty decent, I say. Now let's just go ham. Snow does a lot of hits whilst she does her Fury, so that's one thing to keep in mind on. Now, she is a great support character as she can really buff herself really well and her team members as well as healing. Let's go slay a few more things. Alright, so let's see how much quick damage I can do. Buff up first by 𝗬𝗓𝗘𝗘. Then you want to do your Snow-chan. Rock the sand buff. This gives you 20% damage to you and your allies. Then I want to go over the Pico to reduce critical resistance and crit rate for myself. Then I want to go over my main character, 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗙, to reduce damage. Then I want to do my Fury. As you can see, I did quite a lot of damage by just one Fury. By buffing myself up. I'm doing about quite a lot more than I should be because I'm stacking 𝗬𝗓𝗘𝗧's buff and stacking Summer Snow's 20% damage dealt, which is huge. As you can see there, I also did Snow's character charge 1, doing a fixed HP heal and SP heal there, what was not too bad. There was a clip of me just destroying things with Snow's Popsicle, because every time I do my charge slash, I'm also getting an additional 5% Fury. Now, one thing to note, if you kill a monster with a charge slash, you get additional Fury. So I'm actually getting double additional Fury, and that's why I'm able to get my Fury back so fast. Actually, this is a really nice thing with Imp Idle Snow. Every time you do your Fury, you get SP back, which is quite nice. And that's pretty much Snow-chan in action and what gear I recommend you have now, and what accessories and what party formation. I highly recommend Snow-chan right now as he's an amazing character. And he's future-proof for the future because he's one of the best support characters right now. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think he's one of the best support characters right now? As well as, what gear do you recommend? Are you going for the light gear or audible set? Because it gives damage dealt and Fury. Let me know, okay? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for that bread, as I have a lot more content like this coming out. Alright peeps, 𝗓𝗏𝗏 there. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Goose out. Quack.